B-Mickie's been laying low, thinking he's safe. But Lamar, he's like a ghost. You never see him coming until it's too late. Now the streets are talking. And word is, Lamar's out for blood. Lamar was never the type to forgive. In fact, once you cross him, he doesn't sleep, he plots. And B-Mickie, he made the mistake of crossing Lamar at the worst possible time. Asterisk, let's rewind for a second. Asterisk, back in the earlier seasons, B-Mickie was always riding with Meechand. The crew, loyal, solid, but the deeper they got into the drug game, the messier things became. Trust became a luxury. Every move had to be calculated. And B-Mickie, he started slipping. He wasn't just hustling in the streets. He was juggling too many secrets. One of those secrets, his connection to law enforcement. Asterisk, now Lamar, on the other hand, was a whole different animal. Pure chaos, unpredictable. He wasn't in it for the money or the power, not like Meechie and Terry. For Lamar, this was personal. This was about respect, revenge, and blood. He didn't care about deals. He didn't care about rules. When he came back from the psych ward, the only thing on his mind was making people pay and taking back what he thought was his . So when B-Mickie started making moves behind the crew's back, Lamar took notice. He watched, he listened, he waited, and when the time was right, he struck. Asterisk, but here's the twist, B-Mickie got out just in time. He saw the signs, the tension, the way Meech was looking at him. The walls were closing in, and he knew Lamar wouldn't stop until somebody paid. Asterisk, and that's where this episode picks up. Episode 9 throws us right back into that storm. B-Mickie's off the radar. He's hiding out, staying low, barely communicating with anyone. But Lamar, he's more dangerous than ever. He's got no crew, no real plan. Just one thing on his mind, find B-Mickie and end it once and for all. Asterisk, the streets are tense. Everyone knows something's coming. Whispers about Lamar showing up in places he shouldn't be. People disappearing. No one wants to talk, but the fear is real. Asterisk, because if you know Lamar, then you know this. He doesn't threaten. He doesn't warn. He just moves. And when he moves, people die. Asterisk, the most chilling part. He's not even loud about it. There's no big scene. No dramatic moment. Just silence. Then chaos. Asterisk, this episode builds that tension perfectly. We see B-Mickie constantly checking his back, clutching his gun, jumping at every sound. He knows what's coming, and so do we. Asterisk, but here's the question. Is he ready for it? Asterisk, because Lamar's coming. Asterisk, and he's not coming to talk. Asterisk, Lamar doesn't talk much these days. He doesn't need to. His actions do all the speaking, and right now, every move he makes is leading him closer to one name, B-Mickie. Asterisk, the episode wastes no time showing us where Lamar's head is at. He's focused, cold, silent. We see him walking through the city at night, eyes scanning the streets like a predator. Not rushed, not panicked, just ... calm. That calm you see in someone who's already made up their mind. He's not thinking about what happens after. He's thinking about one thing only, finding B-Mickie. Asterisk, he starts by going back to familiar places, old corners, trap houses. Even spots that B-Mickie hasn't touched in months. But Lamar knows how. This game works. When a man's on the run, he always ends up somewhere familiar. Fear makes people predictable. And Lamar is betting on that. Asterisk, we get a scene where Lamar shows up at a rundown apartment complex. The camera follows behind him, slow, steady. He doesn't knock. He kicks the door in. Inside, a couple of young guys freeze. You can feel the tension. Lamar doesn't raise his voice. He just stares. Then he says one thing. Asterisk, where is he? Asterisk, nobody answers. The silence hangs heavy. One guy tries to play dumb. Big mistake. In a flash, Lamar slams him into the wall, pulls a gun, and growls, asterisk greater than don't make me ask twice. Asterisk that's all it takes. The second guy folds, says he heard B-Mickie was seen around the east side. Not confirmed, just talk, but that's enough for Lamar. He lets them live for now. Asterisk from there, we follow Lamar deeper into the city. He's piecing together rumors, phone calls, whispers and alleyways. He's moving like a shadow, always one step behind, but getting closer with every step. Asterisk what makes this part of the episode so powerful is that we barely hear any music. Just the sounds of Lamar's boots on the ground. The tension is built through silence, through slow, tight camera angles, through the fear in the eyes of the people he talks to. Asterisk at one point, he even stops by a spot that used to be a BMF stash house. It's empty now, stripped clean, but Lamar just stands there looking at the walls. You can almost see him replaying old memories, scanning for clues. Then he spots something, a half-burned photo on the floor. It's B-Mickie, Meech, and Kato, an old one, probably left behind during a quick move. Lamar picks it up ... and smiles. Asterisk that smile. That's the scariest moment so far, because it's not a happy smile. It's that cold, satisfied look someone gets when they know they're getting close. Asterisk then comes the scene that sends chills. Asterisk Lamar walks into a barber shop, middle of the day, and just sits down. Doesn't say a word. The barber stops. Everyone in the room goes quiet. Nobody wants to move. Nobody wants to make eye contact. Finally, one of the younger guys in the corner whispers, asterisk he's looking for B-Mickie. Asterisk Lamar doesn't look up. He just says, asterisk tell him I'm coming. He'll know what that means. Asterisk then he gets up and walks out like nothing happened. Asterisk that's the kind of presence Lamar has now. He doesn't need backup. He doesn't need a crew. His name alone is a threat, and that's what makes him terrifying. Asterisk by the end of this section, it's clear. The hunt has begun. B-Mickie's name is out there. People are scared. Streets are quiet. And Lamar, he's getting closer. Asterisk every scene reminds us, this isn't a game. This is a one-man mission, and once Lamar finds him, there won't be a warning shot. Asterisk B-Mickie isn't new to the game. He's been in it too long to be sloppy. But this is different. This isn't about cops or corners or enemies you can reason with. Asterisk this is about Lamar. Asterisk and Lamar doesn't reason. Asterisk from the first scene we see of B-Mickie in episode 9. Something's changed. He's not the same guy from earlier seasons. Cocky, smooth, always one step ahead. Now, he's looking over his shoulder every 5 seconds. He's jumpy, sleeping on a different couch every night. Barely trusting anyone. He's living like a ghost. Asterisk we see him in a rundown motel room, pacing in the dark. No lights, just the TV on mute and a pistol in his hand. He's not sleeping. He's waiting. Waiting for the knock on the door. Waiting for the sound of footsteps in the hallway. Waiting for Lamar to come through that door like a nightmare. Asterisk, there's a moment where he finally crashes on the bed, but even then, his hand never lets go of the gun. He doesn't take his shoes off, doesn't even turn the light off. That's the kind of fear that lives in your bones. You don't relax, you don't breathe easy. You just survive minute by minute. Asterisk throughout this section, the show gives us short, sharp flashbacks. B-Mickie remembers moments with Kato, the betrayal, the shootout, the regret. He remembers his last conversation with Meech, the way Meech looked at him like he was already dead. These memories come and go like ghosts, messing with his head. Adding more pressure. Asterisk then comes the phone call. Asterisk, it's short. A burner phone lights up, a number with no name. He answers, says nothing. Asterisk a voice says, asterisk he's looking for you. Asterisk click. Asterisk no names, no details. But B-Mickie doesn't need them. He already knows who. He tosses the phone, grabs his bag, and walks out. No second thoughts. He knows staying in one spot too long is a death sentence. Asterisk, what's interesting here is how B-Mickie's smart. He doesn't try to be a hero. He knows he can't beat Lamar head on. He's not planning revenge. He's not trying to set a trap. He's just trying to live. Asterisk, so he starts cutting ties, gets rid of his car, swaps phones again, pays a cousin to drive him across town in silence, changes clothes, even cuts his hair. Anything to lose the trail. Asterisk, but the thing is, Lamar doesn't need technology. He doesn't need cameras or trackers. All he needs is one whisper, one street kid, one scared friend who says the wrong thing to the wrong person. Asterisk, that's how Lamar hunts. Asterisk, and that's why B-Mickie is losing ground. Every step he takes, Lamar is only 2 steps behind. Asterisk, we get this one moment, and it's quiet, almost peaceful. B-Mickie finds an abandoned church on the edge of the city. He goes inside, sits in the last row, gun on his lap, just sits there. For a second, he almost breaks, tears fill his eyes. Not because he's weak, but because he's tired. Because the weight of everything he's done is finally catching up. Asterisk, but then a door creaks open. Asterisk, he jumps, gun raised, finger on the trigger. Asterisk, no one's there. Just wind. Asterisk, but that's the kind of life he's living now. Every sound could be death. Every second could be the end. Asterisk, by the time this section ends, one thing is clear. B-Mickie is unraveling fast. The fear is taking over. And even though he's doing everything right to stay hidden, it still feels like Lamar is right there, just out of sight. Asterisk, watching, waiting. Asterisk, closing in. Asterisk. It all comes down to this. Asterisk, all the tension. Asterisk, all the silence. Asterisk, all the fear. Asterisk, Lamar is close now to close. Asterisk, the episode builds this final moment with no warning. No big setup, just raw, edge of your seat pacing. Asterisk, we open on Lamar walking down a dark alley behind a gas station. It's quiet, too quiet. You can tell by the way he moves, slow, careful, alert. He's not hunting with rage anymore. Now it's surgical, focused, deadly. He stops in front of a back door, looks around, hears something inside. He pulls out his pistol, screws on a suppressor, and waits. Asterisk, cut to inside the gas station. Asterisk, B-Mickie is in the back room, talking to a guy we've never seen before, probably someone helping him lay low. He's asking for a new ID, maybe a way out of town. He knows his time is up. He can feel the pressure, but the man is slow, hesitant. Something feels off. Asterisk, then B-Mickie freezes. Asterisk, a sound outside the room, soft. Barely there. Asterisk, he steps back, hand on his gun. Heart racing. Asterisk, he doesn't know it yet, but Lamar is right outside that door. One wall. That's all that separates the two men. One wall and a few seconds. Asterisk, the tension here is unreal. The camera cuts between them. Lamar's breathing is calm, controlled. B-Mickie's shaky, fast, panic rising. Asterisk, suddenly a phone rings. The burner in B-Mickie's pocket. He fumbles for it, tries to silence it, but it's too late. Asterisk, Lamar hears it. Asterisk, eyes narrow. Asterisk, he raises his gun. Asterisk, finger on the trigger. Asterisk, but just as he reaches for the door handle, a car alarm goes off nearby. Asterisk, it's loud, blaring, shatters the silence. Asterisk, Lamar flinches, just for a second, and B-Mickie uses it. Asterisk, he dives through a side exit, vanishing into the night. Asterisk, by the time Lamar kicks the door in, the room is empty. Asterisk, still warm. Asterisk, still smells like gun oil. Asterisk, but he's gone. Asterisk, Lamar looks around, sees the phone on the floor, still vibrating, picks it up, sees a name flash on the screen, Meech. Asterisk, he smirks. The message is clear. Asterisk, B-Mickie isn't just running from him, he's running back to BMF. Asterisk now it's not just personal. It's a message. Asterisk Lamar tosses the phone, lights a cigarette, and walks off into the night. No panic, no rush. Just that same cold, patient fire. Asterisk back to B-Mickie. Asterisk he's sprinting through back streets, breathing hard, shaking. He knows how. Close it was. That wasn't just a scare. That was death 1 second away. Asterisk he finds another motel, pays cash, no lights, no talking. Just locks the door, leans back against it, and sinks to the floor. Asterisk the fear isn't leaving. It's only growing, because deep down, B-Mickie knows, next time, there won't be a car alarm. Asterisk next time. Lamar won't miss. Asterisk the final shot. Asterisk Lamar. Standing on a rooftop, overlooking the city, eyes scanning the skyline, gun in hand. And in his mind, just one name. Asterisk B-Mickie might have escaped this time. Asterisk, but escape doesn't mean safety. Asterisk it just means Lamar ain't done yet. Asterisk this episode wasn't just about revenge, it was about pressure. About fear closing in from every side. You can see it in B-Mickie's face. You can feel it in every silence. The tension's building, and we all know what happens when Lamar finally catches up. Asterisk because let's be real. Asterisk this ain't the type of beef that ends with a handshake. Asterisk someone's getting buried. Asterisk now the question is, will B-Mickie keep running? Asterisk or is he finally gonna fight back? Asterisk and what happens when Meech gets pulled into this mess? Asterisk because if Lamar's gunning for B-Mickie, Meech ain't far behind. Asterisk this war isn't just personal now. It's turning into a full-blown street fire. Asterisk